Okay, so we just got back from watching Moneyball. It is starring Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Okay.
Were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say, it's not to be confused with Ball Money, which is a filthy porn.
Not to be confused with Thunderball,
Yeah.
which is a Jamie Foxx movie that I just made up.
Alright, so what did you think, Max?
When we did expectations, I was totally in the mood for a sports movie. I wanted to see it that night. I waited till yesterday. I wasn't in the mood. It's not a comedy at all. There's like a couple funny parts. It's not a sports movie, really. It's a story about one man, and all that matters in the movie is what that one man does or doesn't do. It's not kind of a... You think Jonah Hill and him are going to have a friendship. They do, but Jonah Hill is really a side story. He's not very funny. He's not supposed to be funny. It's really a story about one guy and one guy's beliefs. And I was thinking something bigger.
Didn't do it for you.
I mean, I liked it. I'll watch it. I'll rent it. But I really wanted something bigger. But I realized halfway through it wasn't going to be about that. And then really you can focus on one guy, Aaron Sorkin. The writer usually focuses on a lot of things, and it was kind of nice just dealing with this one guy's like his hopes and dreams, and so I really got into it that way. So if you go in thinking that,
So you went in expecting one thing,
I expected
found
a
out it
big
wasn't
sports
going to
movie.
be that,
Yeah.
readjusted your expectations
Yes.
a bit,
yes,
and you were able to enjoy the rest of it.
because the story is really good for that one guy, for Brad Pitt's character, and they really focused on it, and it was enjoyable. And that's what I thought. So in the end, I really enjoyed it. But it was difficult for me in the beginning. What did you think about it?
I agree with a lot of what you said. I disagree with it not being, well, I mean, it's obviously not a comedy, but I thought there was a lot more comedy in it than you are maybe alluding to.
Yeah.
I thought there was some good laugh out loud moments. I thought Jonah Hill and Brad Pitt were really awesome together.
I think they were
had some
too.
great chemistry.
They just didn't have that many scenes together, really.
What?
I mean, not really. They weren't like they were good. They weren't buddies. I wanted them to be buddies, I guess.
Yeah.
They respected each other, but they weren't like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a, yeah, they weren't buddies, you're right.
Yeah.
I bet they had a lot of scenes together. I mean, it was the whole movie.
Mostly they were bedroom scenes, though, and.
I think that Jonah Hill was kind of like a very one-dimensional character as compared to, I think Max was talking about earlier. Aaron Sorkin usually has these pretty good ensemble casts and they all work together, but I guess if you want to enjoy, Moneyball, you better be a Brad Pitt fan because the movie really is solely about Brad Pitt's character, who's Billy Beane, which is the general manager of a baseball team, which there have been movies about baseball players and even baseball managers live the big league, of course. But I don't think there's been too many movies about like general managers. But
Yeah.
It was really about the business of sports. So like if you enjoyed, Any Given Sunday or Jerry Maguire, movies that are not sports movies, but you're still like rooting for someone and it's still sports related, then you'll definitely be able to enjoy Moneyball.
Yeah, and don't look up Billy Beane on the internet before you go, because there's another baseball player named Billy Beane who just posed nude for a magazine. He's a real estate agent in Miami, Florida. And that really confused me throughout the movie. I was like, when is he going to become a nudist?
Do you think maybe they like planned that? Like maybe they released, like is it something he did recently? Like
No, it's just another baseball player with the same name.
Huh.
But it's like with the E or without an E. It's spelled different. But don't look him up on the internet. Just go enjoy the
Seems
movie.
like
Or
quite
do.
a coincidence is all I'm saying.
It is. I know.
Maybe the studio paid this other baseball player to pose nude for a magazine. Is that what you're saying,
They
Matt?
probably asked him to do it. Like, there's gonna be a lot of web searches for.
No.
Or maybe this other Billy Beane took advantage of the movie
Yeah.
to promote his
I don't
nude
think
pictures.
so. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
He's
at.
really attractive too, so I was like, maybe this is the Brad Pitt character. Not that I think men are attractive. I don't.
Alright, so it sounds like we pretty much covered how to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt and Max both talked about it a lot. Go in, don't go in expecting a big time sports movie or a big time underdog story necessarily.
Yeah.
It
wasn't an underdog story. Well, him against the system, yeah.
It's a bit of an underdog story.
If I could ask real quick, like, I know you guys aren't huge sports fans. Like, I don't know, like, I read, about the Royals, like, every day, and I try to follow the team, and, like, I'm pretty big into sports. So I felt like it was pretty easy to understand. But if someone didn't know anything about sports, would they be able to enjoy the movie?
I think, yeah, definitely, because one thing they didn't focus on a lot that I was expecting and I wanted was kind of how they do the rating system in the computer programs, because they were new at that time. You know what I mean? And they just was like, doot, 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 doot. They did like a quick little doot, doot, doot with like math and figures and stuff, and that was it.
Do you feel like Matt...
It used to be off of batting average, and now it's all on-base percentage.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Matt kind of gets in little jabs about us not watching sports a lot?
Yeah, what...
Well, like, I know that you guys, like, hate physical activity, sit around on the couch all day, and also, like,
So do you, watching sports or on the internet? Oh, Slugger is the new mascot for the Royals. This will change their average.
Max, I know you like to, search for baseball players' nude pictures on the...
that was a total accident. I don't have nothing to do with that.
Alright,
shut up.
Let's go on to better or worse. I was pretty lazy with this list, so I've just got some sports or business sports movies. First one,
I'm already bored.
Blindside.
Never saw it.
Slightly better. I thought Blindside was just kind of a terrible premise.
I thought it was better too. Jerry Maguire.
Worse.
Jerry Maguire really good. I'm gonna say worse.
Yeah, it was worse. A League of Their Own.
Worse.
Oh man, yeah.
Way worse. White Man Can't Jump.
Worse.
That's pretty good.
Do your Perez voice, Matt.
I don't have a Rosie Perez voice. Shut up.
That was it?
That's it.
Oh.
That's all we got.
Okay.
Alright.
So, girls, go see Brad Pitt in it. Guys, go
check out Being on the Internet.
Billy Bean with an E. Look up Billy Bean plus real estate agent. Miami, Florida.
He's a lot better than Billy Carrots.
Oh. You should have done that in your Rosie Perez voice.
You can cut the podcast 30 seconds ago.
He's a lot better than Billy Bean.
You just can't do it like me.
Cut.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.